things we see a lot, was the anxiety things, that we talked about. And we can suggest some very, simple remedies to sort of get your autonomic nervous system out of this fight or flight state into rest and repair state. And we can give you some, quite quick relief, at least to give you this window of thinking clearly again, of being able to make other changes.
But is there like one type of formula you would
choose? And you see, and I think that's where sort of another facet of alternative medicine comes in, that there is never one formula that will fit everyone, ever. Because everyone is different, and even though we all have a heart and a liver and a digestive system and the brain,
hopefully we have a brain.
It would be an advantage. Biochemically, we all function slightly different.
Right.
So there will never be one formula that fits everyone.
And we have different life factors and environments.
Totally. I mean, broadly speaking, okay, a probiotic, probably, good gut bacteria, that probably will be beneficial for everyone because it's generally missing in our environment. An omega-3 fish oil will probably be beneficial for everyone because it is so missing in everyone's diet. But whatever symptoms people come in with, if it is poor sleep, or if it is menopause, or if it is fertility issues, or if it is digestive problems, and doesn't matter if that's like acid reflux or IBS or constipation, the protocol will be slightly different for each and everyone, because all of these problems in all of these different people might come from different sources, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
One person's headache might not come from the same source as another person's
someone else's headache.
And that's why I think, personalized nutrition and personalized medicine is so important. Because we need to see each person and each human as an individual.
Right.
And tailor programs towards that individual, and not just blanket prescribe one thing that we think will just work for everyone.
But you did say that there are certain things that you would say in general are probably beneficial for everybody, and you mentioned probiotics, because we're lacking it so much in our diets. I know that the conversation about we shouldn't need supplements because we should be able to get everything already in nature. So how come?
It's an argument I hear so many times.
Right.
And do you know what? I wish it was true. It'd be amazing if that was true. But and it can get quite depressing sometimes when we talk about these things. Is that unfortunately it is impossible to get all our nutrition just from food.
Right.
Nowadays.
Because obviously
it
thousands of...
Oh my God, totally. So again, going back to our bodies biochemically, still functioning very much the same as 10,000 years ago. Our bodies are really made for a very calorie dense diet, probably between 6,000 and 7,000 calories a day.
Wow. Okay.
Not of chocolate and ice cream and
burgers. So it's like the types of
very
calories.
nutrient dense diet.
Right. Nutrient dense being like
nutrient dense,
high in fat,
high in fat, high in protein. So we're talking meat, eating the whole animal, fish, eating the whole fish. Nuts, seeds, root vegetables, greens. Everything we ate was very nutrient dense.
And also grown in healthy soil.
And also grown in a healthy soil with all minerals and everything present.
Yeah, because that's what the vegetables taste.
Totally. So that's really what our bodies are made for. And don't forget the daily exercise we used to do just by living.
Running away from
it was very
danger.
But it doesn't matter if it was that, or if it was working in the fields or tending after animals, or in big tribes, and looking after children, having a lot of children. These are all very active, very demanding things to do.
It doesn't burn as many calories to go to grocery shop.
To go to Tesco's every day. No, totally not. And also we lived outdoors.
Right.
We were very connected to the outdoors, to the sun, vitamin D. Our brains produce certain hormones according to the sunshine and according to darkness. Our life now is very different. So unfortunately, the way our bodies are made, the way our food is grown nowadays, the way our food chain works, that we hardly ever pick vegetables when they're ripe, or pick fruit when they're ripe.
Right. Because it like matures later once
because
picked,
it has to be transported. You know, we want to eat strawberries in January, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to have some granola with blueberries on it on Christmas Eve. I don't know, maybe. So they need to be imported from, you know, very far away.
Or grown in an indoor environment. Yeah.
Our soils are so heavily farmed, not responsibly farmed, you know, to deplete every possible mineral that's in there. Then our meat is not grown naturally anymore. You know, our cows are not grazing wild lands anymore.
Yeah.
Where meat actually used to be very high in omega-3 and very nutritious and all of these things. So even if you make every effort to have a good, balanced diet...
Yeah. You're probably still lacking things.
You will still be lacking.
Oh, wow.
But it is not all doom and gloom, you know, because we can do things to make up for that. And they can be really, really simple things. And one of those things is eat locally and eat seasonal. You know, we don't need to eat bananas in January. It is not in our environment here. We don't grow bananas here in the UK. And we just need to focus on foods that we grow here in your immediate environment, where you know where they're coming from, where you know where they're grown, where they don't need transporting miles and miles, and foods that is in season, because food that is in season will harvest it when it's ripe to eat, when it's full of nutrition and full of antioxidants.
It's so interesting because you're not the only expert. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, we're obviously chatting with different experts in different fields, but you guys, it's. Go back to saying the same things.
Yes, and I think that's where we all connect on a certain level. You know, we are sort of experts in our fields, but I think when you start looking at things holistically and you start looking at things how everything is connected, it doesn't matter if you're in natural farming or if you're in nutrition, natural medicine, you know, it all starts. It all starts connecting.
Yeah.
It all starts sort of connecting the dots, how important these things are.